We got ourselves the second half of the tournament, so let's have a look at our team. How are we looking? Looking smoothly with two super attacks on the back end of everything. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun times here. And I'm gonna continue what I did before because it seems to me that no one's really complained so far. So yeah, we'll do this here and we'll get straight into this. The first fight being to fight this here. Yeah, not really a good start to be quite fair with you, but to be fair, this fight is really nice. However, this fight afterwards, I'd rather not do because this one's literally the exact same. Whereas if I go for this fight, I have the option of this one, which is significantly easier. So yeah, we're gonna get straight into this here. So yeah, this is the way we're gonna have to fight right here. There is no point in bringing on the Goku or the Nappa because there's no defensive units, I don't think. No, there isn't. No, they're all basically attack. And Goku's type disadvantage to 90% of the team, so there's no point. So we're gonna get straight into this here. Now, the way we do this is you're gonna get rid of Frieza first. Go Frieza first. Then we get rid of Jiren. Then we get rid of Hit. Then Blue Goku, Trunks, and Zamasu at the very end. Now, I did do this fight before, and I think I've said something else about swapping here for here. But for now, I'm gonna keep it like this here. Actually, no, I think it was get Hit, then... yeah, no, this is the way we do it right here. We'll do it like this here, see if it works, and if not, I will go back to my old video, show you the method I did, and if need be, I will say other things. So yeah, we're going to get straight into this here nonetheless. Okay, see, now it's very unfortunate. The fact we didn't kill them within the first turn is actually stupid, and the fact that Goten was the one to get absolutely kind of obliterated. And Gohan was really the only person that really got the hit, but we still got the full kill, nonetheless. But at a massive detriment. But we'll try and make up for this here, so we're going to move on to the next fight, being obviously this one right here, so we're going to get straight into this here. So yeah, this is why we're going to fight right here. I am going to be getting rid of like one extra soul. However, I'm going to see if I can get Goten healed up slightly. So yeah, this should be a hoot. And the way we do this is you're going to get rid of Beast, then you get rid of Pan. I think this is the way you usually do this here. I keep forgetting these formations. Then you get rid of Videl, Hercule, Goten, then Goku at the very end. So yeah, we're going to get straight into this here. And coming out of that fight, how well are we looking? We should be fine. We are absolutely swimming, and not really much is done to the Senkai 7 Gohan, so I'm not really surprised there. Still got the full kill, again, easy enough fight. You really want to get rid of the Beast and Pan more or less in the first turn. If you get rid of those two in the first turn, you're golden. So yeah, we're going to move on to the next fight, going to be this one over here, because this one, I'd rather not go up against this here, because, I mean, Buhan's immune aggro debuff, and then this 5-5 stage doable. But if you go for here, then you have an option of this one, easy enough, or you have an option of this one. Like if you go for here, then you have to deal with this one. But to be fair, I'd rather get as many points as I possibly can because we're up against the easy fight here and decent fight there. So yeah, we're gonna get straight into this one. So this is gonna be the formation we're gonna have right here. Not really much needed to change because there is going to be a lot of defensive support characters on this team. Nappa's going to be a really good option. So yeah, let's go. And the way we do this fight is slightly difficult because I haven't faced this in a while. But we get rid of Naval first because he is a support. Because I have him on my free-to-play team, like the free-to-play team that you can use whenever the hell you want. Then we get rid of Apul because he's another support type. Then we get rid of Raspberry. Then we get rid of EX Frieza. Then we get rid of Zarbon and Dodoria at the very end because the last three are fodder. The other first three are more modern, and then the last three are fodder, so there's no point having to care about them. I think this Frieza might have a stun. He probably doesn't, but I'll check anyways for you. So yeah, we're going to get straight into this here. That fight, how well are we looking? we are actually looking better. Goten's healing up nicely. Nice 5 mil. Full kill. Again, easy enough team. So moving on to the next fight. Going to be this Android stage because, I mean, have you seen those tiles? Those tiles are looking crispy. So yeah, this is the way we're going to fight right here. I am going to be losing another spot again. However, the damage tiles. Is there anything else I need to say? Let's move on. Do this fight is you get rid of cover rescue first, then you get rid of damage dealer, then you get rid of the support, then you get rid of the transform purple, get rid of 16 because there's no more androids, and then Boo at the very end because he's the very tankiest boy. However, if you really want to actually make use of Goten's, I forgot to put this in earlier, but if you really want to make use of Goten's thing, have it like this here. You can forget one of the damage tiles, but I'm gonna keep it like this here. So moving on to the results, we got ourselves a nice and crispy 4.6 million. Gohan's taking a lot, but yeah, not too bad at the moment. Still got the full kill. Moving on to the next fight, is gonna be this one right in front of us against a Dragon Ball Saga. Now you can go for this one over here. This is a nice enough stage as well, and you can go for this one because we've already dealt with this here. However, if you go for this direction, you have the option of this fight. Easy enough. Then you have an option of this 4-fist fight. Again, easy enough. Then you have an option of this fight, which we've already dealt with, so you can do that. And then if you go from here, you can go to this 4-fist, or you can go to this 3-fist, which is not really ideal, to be quite fair with you, because unless you can get rid of these two, you're going to get stunned turn 2. And this one we've already went up against 3 times at this point. So there is that. Whereas if we go, you can go for either one of these two fights, because these two are very easy and they're staying on the pattern we've made. But if you go for this fight, you have the option of this fight, which isn't too bad in its own right. I will say this much, it's not too bad. So yeah, this is going to be a hoot. But we're going to go for the Dragon Ball fight because it's the easiest out of a lot of them. And yeah, this is the way we're going to have to fight right here. I'm not really going to be changing too much. If you want to actually not, if you want to, if you don't have GT Goku super attack at all near 50%, if you do, you haven't used him for a long time, you don't have it fully up, then I would suggest actually using him. But I'm going to keep it like this here, so we're going to move on. And the way you want to do this is you're going to get, if you have a blast based team, get rid of Roshi immediately. If you have a strike based team, suggest going for the Kid Goku. So the way you want to do it for blast based is you get rid of Roshi, Goku, Aether, Bulma, Roshi, Goku. And if you want to do for a strike team, then you would need to get rid of Goku first. If you want to get rid of Aether, by all means get rid of Aether, but his death buffs I think are still tailored to Android. I have not checked this to this day, but it's more likely tailored to Android, so you don't need to care too much if you are afraid of his cover change. However, go for the Roshi second, then everyone else same. So you just swap the Roshi or the Goku based on your team. So I'm going to go for the Goku, then Roshi, Aether, Bulma, Roshi, and then Goku at the very end. So that's the way you want to do this here. So let's go into it. However, if you want to go for the Tournament of the Power fight, this is the way you want to do this fight right here. Now you can put this Goku into his super attack tile if you have his super attack ready to go. And if you have it about 50%, he's going to have it by the time he hits, so you can still put it in there, get the ultimate, you'll be all good to go. So yeah, that's the way you want to do this fight. And then obviously, the way you want to do this formation is Blast Base Team. Get rid of TN first, then 17. Then you get rid of Vegeta, Krillin, Goku, Gohan at the very end. Otherwise, go for 17 first if you're afraid of his cover change. But you can kill, TN's very low key resource speed, so you can get rid of him before he attacks with super attack if you do manage to get stunned. But this is generally the basic team formation to be going with. And come out of that fight, how well are we looking? We should be all good and crispy. Yes, we are. Goten has healed up. We don't even need him beside Goku anymore. So yeah, easy enough. It is 3-fist stage, 5.6 full kill. Moving on. Next fight, not going to be this one over here. Despite it being actually easy enough compared to this fight right here, as I showed you before, for the pattern wise and more points, I'm going for this fight because this is actually not even that bad. So yeah, let's go. Alright, so for this fight, this is the way you want to have the formation right here. We take it off Nappa because there's no need. There is some support and maybe a defense character. However, this is the best possible formation because of the fact we have got Kaioken to deal with. And we have Ultra Hit. So yeah, this is the best way to do this here, so let's go. The way you want to do this fight is get rid of Kaioken first, then you get rid of Ultra Hit. If you can somehow get rid of these two before your entire attack formation finishes, then get rid of Hit Frost. Otherwise, we're going to get rid of Kaba because you're more than likely not going to. Then you get rid of Frost, you get rid of EX Hit, then Spark can hit at the very end because you can counter no matter what. So this is the way we do this here. get rid of Kaioken immediately because of his super attack in turn 2. Him because he's just the Ultra, and he has his full Ultra ability in this fight. However, he's not much of a danger compared to Kaioken. Cabba supports Frost stuns in turn 2, but unless you can get rid of him within the first turn, along with these two, then I don't see the point in going for him. EX hits just fodder, and then he counters no matter what. So let's go. And come out of that fight, we are looking nice and juicy. Absolutely. With Gohan taking a first major bit of damage, 6.4 full kill. Still easy enough, so let's move on. Now, if he did go for this fight, I would not have minded, but it's more so tailored to Blast. That's the only thing I will say, is tailored to Blast more than anything else. But if you did go for this fight, then obviously try your best to put a super attack person into super tactile, such as if you run regen, Butex. If you're running Sun Family like I am, then it's more than likely going to be the Goten, because he will need to buff everyone else above him. And then if you want to do this here, then I would suggest get rid of Bardock first, then you get rid of Fascia, then you get rid of Frieza, Tora, Shugeshin and Borgos at the very end, because Frieza's got indiscriminate turn 1 stun, and if you Blast BS team, Bardock is Blast Cover Change, Bosch is a healer. Once you get rid of her, it's basically just gone. So yeah, otherwise, we're going to move on to this 4th fist fight for 20th win streak bonus because it's easy enough, so let's go. Alright, so yeah, this is the way we have the fight right here. We didn't really change much, just moved everybody up. Gohan's in a sustained damage cut just because he can. And he's got his super attack ready, so it's going to be nice. It's going to be attacking second, I believe. So we're going to be getting super attack right off the bat. Then obviously Goku in the strike attack, Gohan strike attack, then Goku in special move, because it's just nice. And it's a full color wheel, so that's pretty good as well. So yeah, let's go. Now the way you want to do this here is get rid of just GT Goku first. Get rid of GT Goku first. If you have all Blast BS units, avoid these two and go for them near last. But then, if you have a strike team like me, well then I would suggest going for this Super 17 first, then we get rid of Hellfighter, then we get rid of this 17, EX Goku, and then the 17 at the very end, because the last three aren't as bad because they're very old, I guess, in a sense. But yeah, otherwise I would suggest getting these two near the end of the Blast BS team. Just keep everything else, just swap him for 5th and then him for 6th, keeping him 6th. So yeah, otherwise let's get into it. However, if you want to go for this fight for your 20th win streak, by all means, it is piss easy. It's fairly easy. Put a super attack guy in the first slot, in that super attack slot. More or less suggesting the Gohan, if you have him at a super attack level, so that way he gets his ultimate, then you get rid of cover rescue. 21, this 21, this 21, 16, Boo at the very end. Not too bad of a fight, because it'll still continue us on to the actual pattern. But if you want to go for this one, it's a lot more difficult, we'll say, but it's a bit more healing. This is more healing based than it is power based, but I wouldn't suggest it compared to the other two because they're simply just that much easier. So yeah, and to come out of that fight, how well are we looking? We should be fine, and we absolutely are. Goten has healed up like mad. 8.2 full kill, easy enough. So let's move on to the next fight. Being this fight, this stage, because Jesus God Almighty is as easy as this thing that you can find on this side of the board at the moment. So let's go. Yeah, no, we're just gonna keep it like this here. I just realized you got a super attack off, so here's that. There's not really much needed. This is again tailored to Blast based characters, so if you do have a Blast based team, this is a perfect fight for you, just like the Bardock fight from before. But yeah, a lot better because it's fight the stage and it's can piss easy. So yeah, this is the way we're going to keep it like this here. Not really much needed to change because there's no need to change. So let's go. Now the way I want to do this here is you get rid of Kaioken, then you get rid of Beerus. If you're afraid of Beerus' stun, I would suggest go for him first, because he doesn't hit till his attack actually comes through, whereas he, as soon as turn 2 starts, he just does it. But we're going to keep it like this here. Then we get rid of Frieza, then we get rid of God Goku. And if you have Blast based characters, which is tailored to this fight, Vegeta 5th, and then hit last, because hit will still counter you no matter what you do, if it's strike or blast base, which is why you always go for him last. But if you're blast based character, Vegeta is definitely a bit of an issue, but not too much. That's why we have him down to 5th, because it shouldn't be too much bad. So let's go. That fight with a nice and juicy 9 million. Gohan's healing up like mad, and full kill, not too shabby. So let's move on. If you did want to go for this fight, I wouldn't have said no, but there was a clear obvious winner to which one was easier. So yeah. And anyway, so the next fight is going to be either this Broly fight or this fight right here, because it's just, yeah, not really too much of a choice here. Give me 1 second actually. You know, on my original pattern, I initially had this here fight as my go-to, because the fact that it could be easily dealt with. However, I'm going to try, because the fact this one's more offensively based, I'm going to try this as best I possibly can. So we're going to have a go at this here, and yeah, let's go. Alright, so yeah, this is the way we're going to have to fight right here. No point in bringing on the GT Goku because there's 2 blues on the fight, and one of them extremely powerful. The other one's very tanky, so there's no need. There is no, like, defense or support type. There's, like, one, but that's no point. And because the fact there's actually a half-decent green. So yeah, I'm going to try and conserve Nappa. But otherwise, this is more or less the fight right here. Giving Goku the extra special move. Hopefully it's not going to be land on a green. So yeah, this should be a hoot. Let's go. The way you want to do this here is get rid of Ultra Broly. Then you try your best, your damnest to get rid of him before the second turn starts. Which I highly doubt for some reason. I highly doubt, but I'm going to try anyway. Then we get rid of Akari Broly. Then we get rid of this Broly. Then we get rid of this Broly. And then this Broly at the very end. There is four cover changes. Actually, 3 cover changes, sorry. So it is going to be very difficult. However, I'm going to try my best. So let's go into this fight. However, if you went for the Kid Buu fight, or the Buu fight, I would not have said otherwise to not go for it. However, it's definitely a slightly worse fight. To be fair, they're both shit, but still. So yeah, it's the way you want to have the team right here if we're going to go for the Buu fight. Now, let's get into the formation for that. The way you want to do this formation is immediately, he does debuff, but we're going to leave him. Get rid of Ultra Kid Buu for an absolute shithole that he is. Then you need to get rid of Buuhan, because he would have already gotten rid of your aggro in turn 1, so there's nothing you can do about that. Then you get rid of Super Buu because of the fact he stuns. Then you get rid of this Buu, then you get rid of this Evil Buu, then you get rid of Fat Buu because he's tankiest out of a lot of them. So yeah, that's the way you want to do that. So, but we're going to get straight into the results. Alright, coming out of that fight, how disastrous was this? Okay, a lot better than I initially thought. 8.5. We didn't get the full kill. I'm not surprised, to be quite fair with you. But it was worth a shot. More than likely got stunned. I will obviously have the video shown on the side here. But we're going to move on to the next fight. Going to be this, not this one, to be fair, you can do this one if you want to. But I'm going to go for the 4 fists and go for a slightly easier path because, yeah, we're just not really that far off. But if you really want that extra slight bit of points, this is not a bad stage to go for. But it is slightly more dangerous compared to this one right here, which we've already dealt with. So yeah, let's go. So yeah, this is the way we're going to have to fight right here. Not very much needed because you just take off the Goku. And yeah, just put this one on. There's no yellows, but there is a couple of greens, which we're not bringing on Nappa for. And there is 2 reds, which we're not bringing on the Goku for. So yeah, let's go. The way you want to do this is get rid of Dragon Fist, then you get rid of Tapion, then you get rid of this Trunks. Then you get rid of 1 and 2, then Tapion at the very end. For obvious reasons, which I've already explained, however, I will go over it again. He's just a massive damage dealer. He's an automatic target. He takes away super attack turn 2, however, we can more than likely get rid of him before that happens. He is a support type, so he's going to buff up everyone on the movie team. She's just fodder, she's just there, and he gives buffs every time he is hit, so leaving him to last. So yeah, let's go. However, if you went for the other fight, I would definitely suggest going for either Goku on the team or Nappa on the team. There's not really too much of a discernible difference between the two of them, but if you really want to, I would definitely suggest maybe more so the Goku Super Saiyan over the Nappa, because Nappa does do debuffs, but there is like 1 or 2 greens I think on the team, so you're safer going with Yellow Goku compared to the other 2 because it's primarily yellow. And the way you want to do this fight is you get rid of Blue Kaioken first, immediately get rid of him, then you get rid of 18 because she will heal everybody, she's a healer, then you get rid of 17, then we get rid of Frieza, Vegeta, then Gohan at the very end. This is the way I would suggest doing this here because the fact he has got a cover change. He's an Ultra unit who already has his Ultra ability because the fact this team is fully Universe Survival Saga, I believe. She's a healer, so she's an automatic target. I think he might get stronger throughout the fight, but I'm not 100% too sure, but he should be fodder. He's just there, and he does a good bit of damage, and I think he actually farms up a super attack some point nearly. But we should be able to kill him. If he does do that, we should be able to kill him, no problem. So yeah, there's that, if you want to go for this fight. And coming out of that fight, we are looking nice and dandy. Absolutely, 10.3, full kill. Easy enough fight, so let's move on to this fight being simplistic as all hell. If you want to go for the free fist fight, don't do it. don't do it. It's just no. Just don't, because this is significantly easier and you get more points out of it. Alright, so yes, the way we're gonna have to fight right here. Not really too much discernible to say about this here, because the fact it's just so easy, and we've dealt with it so many times to the point it's not really that much of an issue. So yeah, let's go. The way we do this fight is just the same. We've always done it. Get rid of cover rescue. Get rid of the damage dealer. Get rid of the support character. Get rid of the transforming character. Get rid of the death buffer, because there's no one else that has androids. Then you get rid of Fat Boo. So yeah, not really much else needed, so let's go. And to come out of that fight, are we looking fine? We are absolutely... Oh my god, we've got so many super attacks. This last fight's gonna be piss. I'm telling you right now, last fight's gonna be so easy. With 12.3 full kill, easy enough, let's move on. And the last fight being the Majin Buu Saga, which is a slightly problematic stage, but we'll get into this here. Alright, so yeah, this is the way we're going to fight right here. I've taken off Gohan because I think we can deal without him for now. We've got to... We're on the last fight, there's no point in having him. This team is more or less full HP. It's not really much needed to say. I would put some, if you really want to, for the slightly extra power, suggest to put one of the super attack people into the super attack style where Goku is, but I'm going to keep it like this here because Goku's type neutral for everybody, whereas this Goku is type disadvantage for about 3 characters. He's type advantage, but he's a healer, so I kind of need him in the middle, even though it's not really that much of an issue. And then he's type disadvantage for at least 2 characters, to the point where if we do kill one of them and he does ultimate on someone who's type disadvantage, that's a bit of a waste. So we're going to keep it like this here, and we're going to get going into this fight. The way we want to do this is you get rid of the Buu Duo, then you get rid of Super Saiyan 3. Actually, no, get rid of Vegeta, then you get rid of Super Saiyan 3. Then you get rid of Majin Vegeta Blue, Purple Majin Vegeta, then Goku at the very end. If you do have a Blast-based team, leave him to last, but he is... I mean, to be fair, the Majin Vegetas are absolutely tanky to oh god knows what. But this should be fine enough, so we're going to get straight into this here. So let's go. Still kind of wish we killed the Buu Duo on the first turn, but I will still take it because still got the full kill. 17.3 million. Nicely done for what this was. And I only went for them because of course, the Transcendent Kamehameha, and I'd rather not have them swap out because, yes, not really needed. But yeah, still got the full kill. Nicely done. Leaving us off with a nice, like, 110 million. 111.1, just barely over it, which is nice and dopey. So yeah, I didn't go for this fight because obvious reasons. If you've seen Black there, I'm absolutely spamming the hell out of him. But yeah, this is the way we have the scores right now, so yeah, it's pretty good. Let's see whereabouts we end off. I'm guessing about 2,000 or 3,000 at least. Never mind, okay, that was... I don't know what I was thinking. 980, 100% we'll take that. 100% take it. We're going to be at least 1,500 by the very most. And we got ourselves here Bardock. Yeah, interesting to see at least. Is this a random team? Or nope. It mostly Saiyans, I guess, with movies slapped in there. I mean, fair enough, it's mostly Z tier characters, so yeah, there's that. We got Frieza here. Is this another amalgamation? No, it's actually movie, you know, full Z tier movies with a 14-star EX cooler. Yep, fair enough, I guess. Lots of GT or regen. Oh no, it's to be fair, the Vegetas, cabinet buffs, Vegetas. So yeah, it's mostly a Vegeta team. So yeah, no, fair enough, fair play. Fair play to these people. A lot of Super Warriors, a couple of movies here. Of course, obviously all of them have an EX metal cooler because I bloody wish I had him. He's so damn good. Oh my god, Bardock? Bardock? What's this here? You know, fair enough, a Saiyan team with 2 C tier characters. 2 C tier characters and a healer. Fair play to this fellow for actually getting 19th with this team. Fair play to him. Fair play to Mr. 300. Shout out to Mr. 300 for actually running the team. No, fair play to him. Fair play to him. But yeah, oh, actually, God Goku. You know, to be fair, this God Goku is phenomenal. This is a movie scene. Phenomenal unit this God Goku is. Because the fact he's literally the boot tanks of some family, which is dope as all hell. So you get 3 super attacks just right off the rip if you have them. But yeah, that's where we end off at the season. Hope this was a very informative. Unlike last time, it's not going to be as informative as last time, I don't think. But it should still be informative nonetheless. And I hope I did my due diligence. And I shall see you all in the next video.